when we started this foundation, we called it an empowerment foundation. And I noticed that a few people have asked certain questions. You see, the empowerment we're talking about is first, spiritual empowerment, then mental empowerment. When you have these two things locked down, you can produce whatever result you need to produce. Most people are looking for someone to give them a handout, to give them fish to eat. But what we intend to do is create fishermen, men that can produce their own fish. And you see, for you to have the capacity to do anything, there must be true belief. I go on every Saturday, I come here on one thing in specific. If you notice, all I have been talking about for this period is your oneness with God. I have spent time speaking about this because this is the foundation of everything you can ever be. You see, most people don't understand that the reason that they are not where they need to be is because of a limiting belief that lies within them. So within their minds, they believe that they are not capable of attaining that height they want to attain. So if I tell someone now, here, do you know you can make 50 million naira before the end of next year? He will say yes, I believe. But does he really believe? He doesn't. If you go into his mind to see what thoughts are going on, you will find out that there is no thought of I can make 50 million naira in the next 1 year plus. Because he has accepted a truth that he is not as great as he wants to be. So what I have been trying to do is create a new mindset that makes you understand the greatness within you. Because only when you understand your greatness will you be able to manifest that greatness. And you see, it's only when you begin to see things from a God perspective will you be able to manifest the will, power, intelligence, wisdom, creativity of God in flesh. So when you accept that oneness with God, truly accept it, limitations don't exist again in your life. If that is the only thing I can help anybody do or achieve, then that person is set for life. You see, when you have this belief system flowing through your mind, then you are able to get out and do what is necessary to bring forth your own greatness. They can teach you chemistry, maths, teach you everything in school. If you still do not have the belief that you can use those things to create wealth, nothing will work. So you have a lot of educated people that are poor. You have a lot of first-class students that are poor. So it's not the fact that they don't have the information. It's the fact that they do not have the belief that goes with that information. And still you have a lot of poor people. Definitely, if you look at our top richest people, they are not the most brilliant. Yes, they get the brilliant people to work for them. But one thing that they have is faith. As a child, my father told me one thing. He said, listen, Austin, a Sama of Benin, Igbenedion, he said he has the biggest faith in this state. No education. But he never doubted his ability to do what was needed to create the kind of life he wanted. He believed he had the capacity to do it. And for those that even know that man, you find out that he's always believed he was very close to God, even while he was doing anything that he was doing. If you go to everybody, go to every rich man, they have that belief within them that they are special to God. They have that belief. See, that belief on its own can create anything you want to create. Even when the belief might be false, but just having that belief is what kickstarts your creativity in life. So if I'm going to spend another 10 years speaking on your oneness with God, I will. Because that is all you need. That is the magic. That is the miracle that brings forth every single miracle. See, if I believe that God is in me and I feel sick, do you think I'm going to stay sick for long? When I have an understanding that it is impossible for God to be sick, and I say this God dwells in me, it is impossible for God to be poor, and I say this God dwells in me, it is impossible for God to lack, and I say this God dwells in me. If I truly have that belief within me, do you think I would ever be poor, sick, or in lack? Never. Because that belief, see what that belief does for me. It gives me the courage to step out and do something that no one else is doing. You see, the reason somebody or anybody would not walk into an office to seek for a job that people say is beyond his pay grade is because he does not believe that that job he is his, or he can do that job. But when he truly believes that he can do that job, he walks into that office and asks. So if I can give you a godlike belief that will make you begin to do all the things you have been blessed to do, why not? Because you have been blessed already. You see, every idea you have up there is already real. Thoughts. See, thoughts are real, but not physical. Every thought you think already exists in a spiritual realm, in a non-physical realm. So if I think of money today, 1 billion already exists, because in my thought I have created it in a non-physical space. But now my belief will help me work it out into a reality. So when I believe that I am capable of bringing that 1 billion into physicality, what do? I take the necessary step needed to create that wealth. What are you searching for? What do you need? Do you believe you can achieve what you want to achieve? Do you believe you can become what you need to become? There are these musicians that I know. I had a girlfriend those years. She worked for a company, and she used to tell me that there were these two musicians. They used to come to her boss's office every day, and we sit down from morning till night to wait for him because they needed him to invest some money in them. They believed in themselves so much that they took all the steps to get the finances needed to create what they see. Listen, look at everybody that has been successful. Richard Branson, the owner of Virgin, he said one thing: if somebody offers you a job, tell them that you can do it. Then go and learn how to do it. That is the mark of someone that believes. You have to believe in your ability to do what is needed to create the life you want for yourself. You have to believe in your ability to do what is needed to create the life you want for yourself. The only reason you'll be able to create that life is because you believe. You believe. If you do not believe, how do you create it? If you do not believe, how do you create it? See, success, any success does not come by mistake. Never. Nobody has been successful by mistake. So you were just walking on the road and you fell into success. It's impossible. Success is a conscious effort. And belief is that conscious effort that brings forth success. Now I want you to sit down and think, what is it I really want in this world? And what are the things I am doing to achieve what I want? If you can be honest with yourself, you will find out that for those things you are not achieving, you are not yet walking in that faith towards it.